The St. Charles Historical Society is celebrating a historical event, the 150th anniversary since the end of the Civil War. The event included a parade on the main street, and the event was hosted at the Grand Opera House Banquet Center. Held in St. Charles, which was a location of both Union and Confederate supporters during the Civil War. Organizers wanted to bring this particular time period alive and try to understand how it was to live during that time.
We have someone who's going to give an overview of the history of St. Charles during the Civil War, and then we're going to have someone read an excerpt from the Emancipation Proclamation, and then the Gettysburg Address, and then we're going to have someone do Grant's surrender terms to Lee at Appomattox, and then to wrap it all up, we have a storyteller from Hannibal, who's an African-American lady, who's going to come in and explain what their side of the story was and how they were feeling on this day.
County official Steve Elman gave a speech about how the St. Charles County was affected during the Civil War and how it is important to remember about the bond between past and present.
This is the problem with this is most of these people, they know the history already. They're here to celebrate it. One of the sponsors was a little bit disappointed it didn't have a bigger crowd. I said, I think the crowd's fine. The problem is there aren't enough young people in it.
The owner of the Grand Opera House supports St. Charles County Historical Society by hosting Living History Gala event at his banquet center.
I think it's great. The celebration of history is an amazing thing, and if they're going to come and do what they're doing in full costume and I think it's amazing not only for the city but for the whole region. It is history, and it is living history.
The St. Charles County Historical Society plans to host more events like this to educate people about the region's history.